We're back with another one, and today I have a review of a Mazda CX3. So this model of car that you are seeing, so this is a compact crossover. So the production started back in 2015 and is still going strong even today. So they're just been making minor updates there and there. So back in 2015, in terms of South Africa, you were expecting to pay around 254,000. So that was the entry model that Mazda offered at the time, which the entry level is the active trim. So that was a manual trim. That car, when it was launched, it was 254,000. So if you wanted the automatic, you had to pay an extra 20,000, so it would be 270,000. For the time, it was a very good option, because today at 270,000 you are getting a polo train line. So things have really changed. So if you wanted the top trim back in 2015 for this model, you were expected to cough up around 325,000 rands. So definitely it was affordable for its time. And obviously we have to think about things like inflation. Definitely if it's today, definitely it's gonna be higher, and that is seen. So the Mazda CX3 is still selling today, but today the top trim model you're expecting to pay around 494,000 rands. So that's how much you need to pay today. So that's a huge change in a couple of years. So but even though this car, the price has gone up, but Mazda has made very minor change in terms of this car. So the change that you'll see mostly on the outside, on the top trim, will be the LED lights. Back in 2015, Mazda used to offer LED lights and also projector lights, which were the simpler lights, but today the same car offers LED lights. So these LED lights, they come with daytime running lights. Other than that, in terms of the updates, I do not see any difference between the Mazda that was produced in 2015 and the same Mazda that's produced today. So when you move inside this car, it was produced using the platform of the Mazda 2 at the time back in 2015, and still today still using the Mazda platform, even though the car is slightly bigger. So when you move inside, you can actually see in terms of the space that it's an SUV, but yeah, in terms of space, when you're inside, definitely does not feel like an SUV. When you move inside this car, at the top trim, it will offer you 7 speakers and a Bose sound system. It will offer you navigation and LED lights. Those are the things which were being offered back in 2015, and even today Mazda is offering the same thing, but you have to pay so much more, which to me kind of feels like a rip-off. I know they've made minor updates there and there, but definitely when you go inside of the car feels a bit outdated for its time. You can definitely see that it's missing a lot of modern touches, such as things like wireless charging. It doesn't have wireless charging, it doesn't have heated seats, but what it has is keyless entry only for the driver's side. And whatever Mazda did with this car, the car feels very outdated. And when you compare the same car in terms of the pricing and the new Mazda 3, which starts around 529,000 rands, the Austina model, which comes with the same 2-liter engine that is offered in this Mazda 3, it kind of seems like the Mazda 3 is not a good option, because also when you go to the boot space, this Mazda CX3, it has 350 liters, whereas the Mazda 3, which when you think about it, it's supposed to have more space, but it has 358 liters, even though the current generation of the Mazda 3 is actually smaller in terms of size than the previous generation. So it makes me wonder who is buying this car, because when you go inside, for the time it was good quality, but today when you compare it to the Mazda 3, it seems like it has more cheap plastics which are inside, even though it has, when you look at the dashboard, it does have a bit of leather stitching there and there, which is a nice touch. But the only disappointing thing is that the interior has not been updated since 2015. Everything that you see here, the same 7-inch infotainment system, the one that you have to upgrade to the individual trim in terms of the car to get the set navigation, is still the same even today. The same airbags in terms of the car and the side airbags, everything is still the same. So that is nice in terms of the safety features. The same new room, it's still the same, and the new room at the back, it's very disappointing. You can definitely see that this car indeed it was produced using the Mazda 2 platform. So this car, in terms of power, it makes around 115 kilowatts, which translates to 154 horsepower and 206 newton meters of torque. So this is still the same power output that was making back in 2015, and today this car is still making the same power output, which it's not bad, but also it's not good, especially considering that the price has increased and the interior has not been updated. So that's the downside. The only thing that they updated is the steering wheel. So the steering wheel that you see in this car is not the same as the steering wheel that you're gonna find back in 2015. So that is the Mazda 3. So definitely for me, I would say that if I am to buy a car, I would actually choose the Mazda 3 instead of the CX3, then, because you just need to add approximately 30,000 and get a car which has a better interior in terms of my opinion and a better exterior in terms of looks. So definitely, so let me know what you think about this car, and definitely if you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe, leave a like and leave a comment below and let me know what you think and what kind of cars you want me to review in the future. And I'll see you again, same time, same place.